Hello dear students, welcome to my video lecture. In today's lecture, we will learn scanf function and sprintf function. As you can see, we have already scanned the data from the console and we have printed the data to the console. But in today's lecture, we will learn how we can scan the data from the existing string and how we can generate a string using multiple data with the help of sprintf functions. Okay, so let us start. As you can see over here, I have taken a two-dimensional array of type character, that is record. It can store 20 records with the length of 40 characters. Now what this record contains? The record contains different attributes like name attribute, city attribute, enrollment number attribute, branch code attribute and semester attribute. Okay, these are the 5 attributes which I would like to store in this record. Okay, now as you know, the name is a collection of multiple characters, so we require a character array. Similarly, city is also a character array. Enrollment number, as you know, in a GTU system, enrollment number is of 12 digit long, so that is why I have taken character array. And so far as the data enrollment number is concerned, we are not supposed to do any kind of mathematical operations with the enrollment number, so I am considering enrollment number as a string. Okay, so that is why I have taken enrollment number as a character array. Then after, the branch code, as you know, in GTU system, the branch code can be represented by maximum 2 digits. That is why I have taken 5 over here. Of course, you can take it to 3 only, because 2 bytes for storing the branch code and 1 for the null character. Right? In the next statement, I am asking the user that how many records you would like to store. That will be stored in variable n. Over here, I am writing the data using the sprintf function. First of all, I would like to explain you sprintf function is used to generate a string using multiple variables which contains different values, right? So for example, if I am having this 5 attributes, and with the help of this 5 attributes, if I would like to create one record that can be generated using sprintf function, that is why I have taken 5 attributes of a student, so that it can be easily understood to us. Fine. Now as you can see, how we can get the data from the user, I have written one for loop which will execute for n times, that is the number of records. Now it will display that currently which record I am entering. See, whatever data I am getting from the user, that will be enrollment number, name, city, semester and branch code. Okay, these are the 5 attributes, and at the end what I am doing, I am combining them together. As you can see over here, all those 5 attributes are displayed over here in sprintf function. Generally the syntax for sprintf function is the original destination. First parameter represents the destination at which you would like to store the combined string. The next argument will be the format string, that in which format your data will be stored in that particular destination string. And the third argument will be a list of variables. Okay, so what I can get using the sprintf function, whatever data I am getting from the user, that will be placed in place of %s this format string, and whatever result is generated, that will be stored in this particular destination string, that is record of I. Okay, Now in the next for loop, I am printing the records whatever I have stored in the array, two-dimensional array called record. So that will be printed using a for loop, and in which you can see I am printing record of I, because each record can store maximum 40 characters. Okay. Now reading data using scanf. Now in this particular for loop, what I will do, scanf function is used to read the data from a particular stream. Let's say if I am writing scanf statement, then it will read the data from the console. If I will write fscanf, then it will read the data from the file stream. Over here, I am demonstrating scanf function. So obviously, it will read the data from the string and extract it to an appropriate variables mentioned over here. Okay. So one thing we need to remember is that the format string whatever we are writing in sprintf and scanf must be same, otherwise we may lose the data stored in our string, or data may get altered in different variables. Okay, so to resolve such kind of issues, what we need to do, we need to make sure that the format string written in sprintf statement and scanf statement must be same. Okay, as you can see over here, the statements written in the earlier for loop and inside the last for loop remain same. Only the difference is that in the first for loop I am getting the data from the console, and in the last for loop, that means in this particular for loop, I am printing the data to the console whatever I am extracting using the scanf function from a record string. Now scanf function contains three arguments. The first argument is a source string which contains multiple attributes in it. We are assuming that all the attributes are stored in this particular format string. The second argument represents the format string, that what kind of data you would like to store in which kind of variable. As you can see over here, I have written 5 kind of format string in my second argument. So there must be a 5 variables written over here, right? Since enrollment number, name, city and branch code are string, or you can say the character array kind of variables, that is why I have not written ampersand over here, but my semester is of type integer, that is why I need to write down ampersand while scanning the data from the record. Okay, now you can see I am printing the data here. Let's execute the code. Let's say I would like to store 4 records. Record number 1, enrollment number 1968603070001. Name is Tejas, city Surat, semester 2nd, branch code 07. 1968603060001. Karan, city Bharuch, semester 2nd, branch code 6. 1968603090001. Mahesh, city Navsari, semester number 2, branch code 9. Fourth record 1968603190001. Name Suresh, city Ahmedabad, semester number 2, branch code 19. So as you can see over here, I have stored 4 records, right? All those 4 records, the first, with the help of the first for loop, I have get the details of 4 students, right? The second for loop will display me the record stored in two-dimensional record array. As you can see over here, all the data are being stored in this particular record two-dimensional array. Now, at the same time, with the help of scanf function, what I am doing, I am printing the records in a proper way so that I can get the entire record attributes. Okay, as you can see, it is showing me record number 1. You can see the record number 1 is 1967001. Tejas, Surat, semester is 2 and branch code is 7. This is my record number 2. Okay. Next is my record number 3, that is from electrical department, and the last one is from the mechanical department. Okay. Fine. So this is what the explanation of scanf and sprintf function. Have a look once again so that you can understand it better. We need to always remember that sprintf function is used to combine the values stored in multiple variables and make a store it in a single variable. Sprintf is used to combine the values together into a single variable or into a single unit, whereas scanf function is used to extract different types of data into multiple variables from the single unit. They both are working oppositely. Fine. So I hope in this video lecture you have understood the working of scanf and sprintf function. Thank you. Thanks for watching my video lecture.